Hello and welcome back. I'm Zevlin. As I said last time, I was going to let it run a little bit, get some manpower. If you just looked at the last video, I basically have gained no manpower and only a couple, maybe a month has gone by. This popped up almost immediately. Um, so, I'm going to lose a stability. Land force limit modifier, don't really care about that, and I don't want to overbuild my army, so I'm not going to take attack is always the best option. I'm going to take the fort defense and morale. Um, Again, I mean, it's 10 years of fort morale and fort defense. I mean, that's quite nice. But I don't really need the land force limit, and I do like to take this one simply to not actually get the land force limit modifier, because what I tend to do is forget about it after about 8 years, overbuild my military, this goes away, and then all my money gets drained. So, I'm going to go with this one. And we're going to look into boosting our stability. It's only 111. I'm going to go ahead and do that up to +1. I think keeping it around +1 is very worthwhile, mostly because each rank below that costs about the same. You don't actually get a penalty until you're trying to get to +2, which is a 50% penalty, which is quite expensive. So I like to keep it around 1. I think that's kind of your best bang for your buck sort of thing. So here's Leipzig. It's 4% revolt risk. I could go ahead and start building up this military here and put them here to help reduce that. I am going to build the 3 mercenary units to flesh out this stack. I still like to keep a few mercenaries in there just to balance out the manpower drain. And that will put me at 7. So I need 4 more Gothic swordmen. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 3 horses. I'd really like to have 4 horses. There we go. That will finish up that unit. Could stick a whole nother unit in Mecklenburg. I may be doing that. Let's look here. I only have 1 horse there, so I'd really like to have 3. 1, 2, 3 more. And you have no mercenaries, so let's go ahead and build your 3 Gothic swordmen. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to build them all in the same little spot here so I don't have to think about it. I'm not really expecting a fight right now, so this should all be built. And that will actually put you over what I want. So I'm building 3, and I will take 2 regiments off of you and go here. Let's move you here and distribute you where you need to be. This one looks like the right balance. It just needs 1 more unit. So we'll split this one in half as soon as you get here. Go there. This one, same exact thing. Pretty optimal unit. I mean, I have a lot of mercenary in this one. So maybe what I ought to do, let's see. I'll take, let's go ahead and take 3 mercenary out of here. Take this one up here. I have 4 mercenary here, that's fine. I do need 1 more infantry. So I'm actually gonna, no, that's fine. I'll need 1 more non-mercenary infantry for this one to be complete. And I will need 3 more here. 1, 2, 3. And depending on where my force limit is after I make all these 15 stacks, I will consider making full more stacks in other provinces, because I could have another whole stack in Warsaw. I could have a stack in Warsaw. Actually, I could have a lot of stacks around. So I'm going to probably just pretty exclusively build 15 stacks. Move you to Leipzig. Let's put a leader in charge of this army here, since it does have revolt risk. Alright, this is a 16 stack, so too many, and it looks like too many mercenaries again. So let's take 2 of the mercenaries, and let's take them down here. Actually, I think this is 3, which is perfect for a brand new unit. So I'm going to take you to Warsaw, actually. I'm going to take you, because you're going to be a brand new unit, most likely, and go here. This one is missing a cav. So 1 barbarian rider there. How's your mercenary? 3, that's fine. Alright, here we go. This one has no mercenaries. So that's a 3 stack. I'm just going to add you here. That's fine. That puts them at 10 and 3, which means they need 1 Gothic Swordman and 1 Barbarian Raider. Like I said, Rider earlier. I'm just misreading everything. Alright, they're at 11 and 4 with 3. They're perfect. Alright, so it looks like we're well on our way to building up our perfect units. At least down there. Let's look over here. Those are probably pretty good. I'm not going to mess with them. They weren't even involved in the last war. I need 1 more unit here, and it does look like it needs to be a mercenary. I need 1 less cav here. And actually, there's like no mercenaries in this army, so I'm going to take away a cav. I'm going to take away 1 normal unit. I'm going to move them into here. Most likely will be needed there. And I will need to build 2 more mercenary armies. I'm running out of Gothic Swordmen. They need to be replenished. There's 1 and 2. Alright, let's take a look at you. Also need mercenaries here. I only have 1 available, so I'll have to come back to him. Looks like I need mercenaries here as well. So I'm going to take these 2 and I'm going to actually move them right here. And that will make this one just about perfect. I'll take 1 of you out, take you here, go ahead and move you over here in place of the 1 mercenary. And that will be perfect. Sans 1 barbarian raider, which I will build immediately. You are perfect. Alright, so the only thing I am waiting for, I believe, is 1 more mercenary, maybe? I'm not really sure. And there goes a military leader, that's fine. Just wait for everything to kind of build up. I can't believe I'm still in 3rd place. Mostly this diplomatic rank of 60th, that's pretty low. First in admin and first in military, so I should be gaining pretty significantly. Looks like I'm pretty much set for my armies. Pretty much all 15s. I do have that 120 stack down here, which is fine. How are you? You have a 15 stack of 10 and 5 horses. That'll do. I guess I could fix that. I can't get across here in any... Yeah, I can. Look at that. I'm going to split off 1 horse, and I guess that 1 horse can live in Friesland for now. I have no mercenaries. I'm going to go ahead and build the 1 mercenary that I have available here. And we'll call that good there. I really should. Guess when I have more mercenaries available, I could build these Frankish axemen. I do prefer the defensive on the infantry. I guess since they're mercenaries, that kind of, I mean, the reason why I prefer defensive is the infantry takes the brunt of the casualties. which is why I want mercenaries, so that I'm not hurting my manpower. These won't hurt my manpower and will provide a little extra offense. So they really won't hurt to have a few of them mingled in here and there. So instead of waiting, I am going to build 2 more here and 1 more here. Actually, I'll build the 2 here. I'll need 1 more Gothic swordman here. I'm going to build 3 more horses and just go ahead and queue up some Gothic swordmen. Not going to be perfect. Let's go ahead and merge these together. I split off 2 regiments. Go here. Just keep this sort of pace up here. Let's merge them together. Only have 3. I think I built more. I don't know. I'll just wait until they're done. Let's see. Trade efficiency or production efficiency. So, for sure production. Making tons more money off production efficiency. So, we'll be picking that. Okay, I have free diplomats I should be using. I'm going to continue to fabricate claims on Saxony. At this point, it doesn't really matter where I'm fabricating claims. I'm just going to be picking them apart. I could be fabricating claims on Rome. Oh my gosh. I should be fabricating claims on Gallia, though. Let's see. What do I want? Antwerp. What about here? Just grab a claim here. Way I know it's attached. And maybe Antwerp next. It is quite a nice little trade node. Let's look at Brant. Oh, I had them just about to vassalize, and they just didn't quite do it. So I'm going to work on that. Finish them up and get them vassalized. There goes a great man. Let's see. Land force limits. Don't need that. Fort defensiveness. Don't really need that, but he's a +3 guy, so we will take him. I will go ahead and take the missionary strength guy. I really do want to get this converted. Looks like I still don't have enough. Does this policy that gives me a missionary? Yes, +1 missionary strength. So +1. Let's make sure I can convert this before I do anything. Okay, go ahead and recall this diplomat from Brant. I will need to do something there. Let's look. Alright, so that is 5.5, and it is 5.5, so +1 will make it convertible. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's add a policy. Let's add the religious policy. And looky here. Convert this in 101 months. Well, that's fine. Am I building anything else here? I am not, so let's finish this off. It's a 7-4. I do need 1 Gothic swordman, which will put me at 8, so I need 3 more Gothic swordmen out of my manpower limit. I am losing money. I'm not losing much money. I am gaining that inflation again, but once it gets a little out of hand, I'll grab the policy to reduce inflation. Now the thing with that policy is it's not that good. It costs 1 a month to reduce yearly inflation by 0.1. So basically it costs 12 inflation to reduce it 0.1, and you can lower inflation by using... So the only thing you're really gaining out of this is just a trifle. It does not pay for itself in any way, shape, or form because this costs 12 a year, admin points a year. And for 75 admin points, you can reduce inflation by 2. So if you do the math, it's not even close to worth it. So the only thing you're really getting it for is for taxation. And it's kind of nice just to not have to worry about inflation ticking up constantly, but not worth it admin points wise, other than just that taxation bonus, which isn't small. It's pretty nice, actually. But I'm probably not going to grab that, actually. Now that I think about it, I'll probably just pay to reduce inflation. When it gets to 2, I'll reduce it. When it gets to 2 again, I'll reduce it again. Unless I can get a inflation reduction advisor. So I am kind of looking for an opportunity. I mean, this is just a bad situation. Everybody's in a coalition against me. Because Byzantium's in this personal union still. There's Sarmatia here. I could expand west because Sarmatians are not in a coalition against me. Neither are the Alans. So I'm not really sure what I want to do next. I really need this coalition to not be so huge. It is kind of a pain in the ass. Let's see, what's my aggressive expansion? It's only 19 with them, so hopefully they'll leave this coalition fairly soon, because I don't want to fight everybody just to take a couple of things off Saxony. That gets quite annoying. Though I mean, I could, because I can declare war on Rome now, and Saxony will come back in, and then I can, because I have a truce with Saxony for quite a while longer, it could get me to war with Saxony faster. The Jutes are not in the coalition. That's interesting. We lost a claim. That's fine. The problem, though, with the Jutes is I did not have the foresight to finish off the Angles so that I could attack the Jutes. The problem being I have no transports. Alright, merchants worry about lack of protection. So, gain a mercantilism or lose a bunch of crap? I'll be gaining the mercantilism, thank you. Alright, a revolt. Something to do. Alright, I have a leader here. How many leaders do I have? I just have the one. I think it's time to re-roll a leader. He's terrible. He's terrible. He's slightly less terrible. Really looking for like a +3 shock guy. And it's not going to happen. So I'll just take the +2 guy. Quit wasting so many points. Let's go ahead and get rid of him. Sort these by shock. I'll keep the 2+2 shock guys. Shock really is the most important stat. And only by a little bit. Actually. Because this modifier is really, really, really small. But this is a 0, so this means fire is worth 0. And the thing is, though, I am going to be getting a little bit of fire very soon. Very soon I will have 0.5 infantry fire, which will make my infantry shock and fire values equal, which actually adds a significant improvement to my shock value. I mean, the fire value in general. The shock value from cavalry is still very, very high in comparison, though, so cavalry shock is going to be the way to win wars. Okay, instead of messing with leaders, I should have raised maintenance, which is quite expensive. So I should stop building armies, especially mercenaries. For some reason, my vassals are not coming to help me. Poor vintage, lose 5 prestige, that's unfortunate. My prestige is dipping down quite fast. I left the war at slightly less than 100, I think it was like 93, I guess. Okay, I'm going to lower maintenance because I can't afford to lose. 19 ducats a month. I mean, I could afford to lose it for quite a while, but I don't really want to. Let's peek in on our revolt risk. Crimea. Why? Oh, well, that makes sense. I don't really want a rebellion here. Unfortunately, I don't want my guy to get squished. Let's see, where is my other leader? Let's put a leader in charge there. 23rd Army, 2nd Army. Yeah, I don't need a leader on the 2nd Army here. I'll need a leader here. There we go. Take another look at this. Aggressive expansion is at 14, so a couple more years it'll dip under 10, and I do believe that will get me to a point where they'll get out of the coalition and I can attack them. I'm not 100% sure what would happen if I attack Byzantium while the Western Roman Empire is in a coalition against me. Could attack Gallia, though. They're not in a coalition against me yet. Yep, let's fabricate another claim on Gallia. I think I'm going to... Let's do Antwerp. I think my next move is to attack Gallia and start chipping away at them before they get really powerful, because they're well on their way. I mean, they're basically France. I want to break them up a bit. And I'm going to fabricate more claims on Western Roman Empire, because when they break their... Let's go with Augsburg. When they break their out of the coalition, I'm definitely going to be attacking them. I guess I could fabricate more claims on you. Saxony. Doesn't really matter which ones. I'm just going to take everything I can. Alright, I got the manpower recovery, so I will very, very soon be going to war with Gallia. I could conquer St. Gallion. Not sure where that is. I can look for it, though. Incorporate Francia into our country. I will be doing that very, very soon. Spread culture. I'm not going to be doing that. It's way too expensive. Let's do the incorporate first. Gain some admin points for spending Diplo points. That sounds good to me. I need 190 opinion. So I will be improving relations with them for quite a while. Let's see, what am I doing? Fabricating all sorts of claims. Let's bump this up to 5. I really need those to be done. Let's look at here. Again, I could be buying this, which would be nice. There goes a military leader. That's unfortunate, but I'm not going to buy another one yet. I'm going to wait till I get this tech or go to war. Waiting for a claim to fabricate. I guess I could go ahead and get the tech, because it is going to be quite a while before I can actually annex them. They just don't like me very much. So a court painter is available. I can hire him, gain a little bit of prestige and a stability. I think I will be doing that instead of losing prestige. Don't really care about this prestige that much, but the stability is quite nice. Another thing I like to do when I get this +1 stability for free is instead of spending it on 166 admin points, I like to spend the 166, and then it's worth 221 admin points. So there's quite a big boost. Then I'm at +3. If I get a negative event, I'm at +2 still, which is quite nice. Alright, I have advisors available. That reminds me, I really do want to get them. Gosh, I'm bad at this. Let's improve relations with you. This is the first thing I'm going to be doing, is working on Brant. I really want Brant. Let's offer military access. There's that 79. I need 11 more. Royal marriage and alliance and improved relations. And on May 10th, I'm going to transfer as much trade power as possible and hope that puts you over the edge. If it doesn't, I'll have to send you a gift. 61%, yes. Let's see what that does. 95, there we go. Offer you vassalization right now. Bam. Great, they are now my vassal. And now I can improve relations with them for basically forever. Because they'll be +300 basically by the time I'm done with them. Not sure I really want to do that. May as well cap them up at 200. I don't really have a whole lot more to do with my diplomats anyway, except for fabricate more claims. Calais, Antwerp, Vlaanderen to keep it together. Yeah, let's do that. Now the idea is I really want to take as much of this Antwerp node as possible. I want to get my percentage up to something reasonably close to 50. Once I do that, I will definitely be collecting trade from here, which will mean I just move my trade capital again. I don't know if I can again yet. It's probably been enough time. Let's see, where's one? Can I move my trade capital again? Yes, I can move my trade capital to here. I want to move it here because this is the end node. Everything kind of flows into it, and then I'm just trying to force as much downstream as possible in basically any direction I want. Of course, I'd want to make it as efficient as possible, but I don't have to worry about halting it at a dead halt at somewhere and not transferring it forward, which is a little bit more difficult to do than just having an end node where it just all ends up anyway. So that will be my focus first, once I get a little bit more trade power in this general region. Which looks like it's a little ways off, because it is a little deep into their territory. There we go. They left the military coalition. So I have lots of targets now. I'm capped on manpower. I have lots of targets. I have military tech. Let's grab that. Get a little bit of fire value. Looks like at the next tech, shock will go above fire for infantry, and I'll get a new infantry unit. Oh, that's exciting. I like getting new units. It will be quite a while before I get to integrate Francia, so I'm going to go ahead and take this, get a little bit more of the production efficiency, or trade efficiency, I think it was. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. When we come back, I will be declaring war on either Gallia or the Western Roman Empire. Probably the Western Roman Empire. Actually, I've already waited too long to do what I wanted to do with the Western Roman Empire, which was take all this stuff and give it to Austria. So I'll need to fabricate more claims on them to really get too much out of them. Maybe I'll take one of these and see if Austria will take it. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. I'll have to fabricate claims on them, which I will go ahead and do by getting rid of that guy. Let's fabricate a claim on. Let's go ahead and do win. Okay, well, I'm going to definitely go ahead and take a break here. Thank you so much for joining me. Next time, we will be going to war with somebody. I'll have to decide. I think I might have to look into it just a bit. But definitely war next time. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.